Today I'm going to show you how to do a left-handed Italian bind off. So this is a sewn bind off. So you're going to have to cut a tail. Make sure you cut your tail long enough. Now, I tend to err on the side of far too much of a tail because I have run out with 10 stitches, 5 stitches, and it's just such a pain. You do not want to run out with just a handful of stitches left. So I always err on the side of my tail is far too long, just to be cautious. And I would suggest that for you too. It is a little bit of a pain to deal with pulling the tail through, but I promise you, it is better to have too long of a tail than not long enough. Just believe me on this one, okay? So I'm at the end of my last round here, and this is the first stitch of the next round, right? So I'm going to come in as if to knit, and in this one we're going to go through the front leg, back to front, and then through this purl stitch we're going to go kind of front to back this way, okay? This is your establishing stitch, all right? This is how we get everything started, okay? Now, from here on out, this will turn into a rhythm. You're gonna go right front to back this way, and then back to front this way, okay? We're skipping this purl stitch, right, to hit the knit stitch. Pull everything through. Now when you pull this, do not pull this too tight. Just pull it tight enough so that it, you know, if you pull it too tight, then your bind off will be too tight, right? And it won't have the stretch that an Italian bind off should have. So don't pull too tight, just leave it so that, you know, if you pull it like this, that's bad. You want to have this right here. Now we're going to do the purl stitch. We're going to come front to back, back to front. We're going to go through around the back of this knit stitch, and then we're going to come front to back on that purl stitch, okay? And we're going to pull it through. And again, don't pull it super tight, okay? Make sure there's a little bit of space there because again, we want the stretch. So we're going to do front to back on the knit stitch, in front of the purl, back to front on this knit stitch, pull through. And then back to front on this purl stitch, around the back of the knit, front to back of the purl stitch. All right, let's do that again. Front to back of the knit stitch, in front of the purl, back to front of the next knit stitch. Okay, and you can already see how it looks like it's almost rolled, right? So do the next purl stitch, back to front, behind the knit stitch, front to back on that purl. You can see how it makes this nice rolled kind of appearance. So let's go a little bit faster. I'm going to do my regular speed so you can see it at normal speed. Do another set of knits. So I am going to skip ahead and get to the end so I can show you how to end it. Just wait 1 second for me. Okay, so I have completed the remainder of the neck, as you can see, and it just made this really pretty, nice neck. I'm down to the last 2 stitches. So here's how you're going to complete this when you're working in the round. You're going to come front to back like this, pull this off, and you see right here, you're going to come into this first stitch that you first bound off, back to front, skipping that purl stitch again, and now we're going to grab this purl stitch and we're going to take it like this. You're just going to flip to the back side because we're going to go behind this knit stitch, go to the back side, and grab from that first purl stitch. And that is how you finish that off, so it will look seamless once you tie that off. And you can't even tell where the beginning and the end is. And that is how you do an Italian bind off. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope this explained it well enough for you, and I hope your projects come out amazing. Happy knitting!